Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will explain to you about confirmation bias, which one of each theory in communication theory. What is confirmation bias theory? A confirmation bias is a way of viewing the world selectively. People with a confirmation bias notice those things that reinforce what they already believe. They may disregard anything that tends to contradict their beliefs. Some people may even go so far as to recall events or data incorrectly, remembering them in such a way that the information supports their original theory. Sometimes a confirmation bias can be more subtle. People who believe that men are not nurturing may ignore or rationalize examples of men who are behaving in a nurturing way. However, those who live in a subculture in which few men are nurturing because the culture discourages such behavior may not ignore examples that contradict their beliefs that men are not nurturing. For them, confirmation bias can manifest itself as a failure to look for examples of nurturing men. Confirmation bias also that people tend to overvalue those things that confirm their pet beliefs. Information that supports an established conclusion is easier to assimilate. It is much easier to fail to notice evidence against a strongly held hypothesis. People are most susceptible to confirmation bias when their beliefs are based on prejudice or folk tales. Confirmation bias can creep into research and destroy the objectivity of investigators, tainting research and destroying careers. The history of confirmation bias is the idea behind the confirmation bias has been observed by philosophers and writers since ancient times. In the 1960s, cognitive psychologist Peter Watson conducted several experiments known as Watson rules discovery tests. He demonstrated that people tend to seek information that confirm their existing beliefs. An example in decision making. The confirmation bias can often lead to bad decision making. For example, if we are convinced that a particular investment is good, we may ignore warning signs that it might not be. Or if we are set on getting a job with a particular company, we may not consider other opportunities that may be better suited for us. When it comes to confirmation bias, there are often signs that a person is inadvertently or consciously falling victim to it. Unfortunately, it can also be very subtle and difficult to spot. Some of these signs that might help you identify when you or someone else is experiencing this bias. Firstly, only seeking out information that confirm your beliefs and ignoring or discredit information that doesn't support them. Second, looking for evidence that confirm what you already think is true rather than considering all of evidence available. Third, relying on stereotypes or personal biases when assessing information. Fourth, selectively remembering information that support your views while forgetting or discounting information that doesn't. Lastly, having a strong emotional reaction to information, positive or negative, that confirms your beliefs while remaining relatively unaffected by information that doesn't. There are three types of confirmation bias. First, bias attention. This is when we selectively focus on information that confirms our view while ignoring or discounting data that doesn't. Second, bias interpretation. This is when we consciously interpret information in a way that confirms our belief. Third, biases memory. This is when we selectively remember information that support our view while forgetting or discounting information that doesn't. The confirmation bias can significantly impact our lives both positively and negatively. On the positive side, it can help us stay confident in our beliefs and values and give us a sense of certainty and security. But in negative side, this type of bias can prevent us from looking at situation objectively. It can also influence our decision and lead to poor or faulty choices. Not only that, but we have a few different ways to prevent confirmation bias, which is be aware the sign that you may be falling victim to it. This includes being aware of your personal biases and how they might be influencing your decision making. Next, consider all the evidence available rather than just the evidence confirming your view. Third, seek out different perspectives, especially from those who hold opposing view. Lastly, be willing to change your mind in light of new evidence, even if it means updating or even changing your current beliefs. Unfortunately, we all have confirmation bias. Even if you believe you are very open-minded and only observe the fact before coming to conclusion, some bias will likely to shape your opinion. It's very difficult to combat this natural tendency. That said, if we know about confirmation bias and accept the fact that it doesn't exist, we can make an effort to recognize it by working to be curious about opposing view and listening to what others have to say and why. This can help us better see issue and believe from other perspective, though we still need to be conscious of fading past our confirmation bias. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.